I just started memorizing plants, I think, before I was in high school. I lived on a ranch in Northern California, and we were always working outside, and I loved it. Never thought of it really as hard work because I just enjoyed being outside with the plants and the landscape.
Nowadays, though, Paul Redeker makes his home in Southern California and works a different kind of garden, one with a giant purple sprinkler, because here it's all about the water.
The garden is a demonstration garden for just that, for letting people realize what options there are, to learning some of the basic tools on how to use the water wisely, to get that yard that they still dream of, but not quite go about it the same way.
Paul is the landscape manager here, and he has to practice what he preaches, of course. So today he's performing an irrigation check in one of the planting beds, something he says everyone should do often at home.
We have to check periodically to make sure that we don't have heads that are broken. Sometimes these wheels spin and turn, and all of a sudden you're watering way out here. So obviously if you don't find it for a couple months, you're watering the sidewalk.
Upon closer examination, he finds another common problem with irrigation.
The water's going to drop right where the spray goes, and it's only going to hit one area. You can see already we're getting better coverage by just doing a little bit of pruning once in a while. We have more and more people every day coming through the garden, especially with the water situation such as it is.
In its 10 years here on the campus of Cuyamaca College, the water conservation garden is more relevant than ever as the Southwest continues to suffer from a water shortage. One of the main goals of the garden is to convince homeowners to reduce or eliminate the lawn. A new display actually shows how ornamental grasses can make a great substitute for turf. However,
if you have to have a lawn, minimize it as much as possible. And so we've added some hardscape and put a lawn because we say this backyard family just had to have a lawn. Maybe they have a couple kids and they want a little bit of a lawn. But if you don't really have a use for a lawn, we recommend that you eliminate your lawn area because it does use the most amount of water of any plant material in your landscape.
if you do make the decision to replace or reduce the size of the lawn, Paul and the garden are ready with some great substitutes.
Well, if you look past these pomegranate shrubs, you'll see some lavender blooming there. You can smell the air right now that's coming from that large buddleia butterfly bush. People come here with a pen and paper.
That's because the garden is filled with plants that do well without regular water, and making a shopping list here is going to help your pocketbook down the road.
Well, we keep saying that everyone does not have to go directly to cactus and succulents, and for low-growing grevillea, this is definitely something not everyone has seen.
Actually, when you get over the sight of giant hedge clippers, you'll probably find yourself surprised at just how green and lush this place looks, considering its drought-tolerant nature.
Now that the weather's warming up, every day we come out and find new things blooming, so definitely it's just coming to life right now.
So if you're trying to find ways to reduce your landscape watering, come and pay a visit to the garden, but don't forget your pencil and paper.